Hello everyone, and welcome back to GStef TV. If you love all the fresh, spicy, unfiltered takes on your favorite stars, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications right now because what I have for you today is going to set your hearts racing and your social media buzzing. Something astonishing, something electric, something that quietly exploded into a scandalous connection no one saw coming between Maurice Sam and Sonia Uche. The kind of moment that fans replay again and again, searching for meaning, reading into every stolen glance, every hesitation, every breath. This is the glance that started it all, Maurice Sam and Sonia Uche's unspoken connection fans can't ignore. No introduction can capture the electricity that crackled in the air when their eyes first met across a crowded room at that glitzy event. Lights flashing, cameras clicking, champagne flutes raised, laughter floating, yet everyone seemed to fade around them. It was as if the universe paused. That look. It wasn't long. Maybe 2, maybe 3 seconds. But for those watching it felt eternal. The kind of moment that rewind buttons are made for. Maurice's glance was sharp, electric, drawn with both curiosity and admiration. Sonia's eyes widened just enough, surprise mingled with something deeper, recognition, intrigue, maybe longing. Neither spoke. No words were exchanged. Yet the whole world seemed to hear their conversation just through that look. That very instant set fan theories ablaze. On Instagram stories, people paused the live stream at the exact moment Maurice's gaze locked with Sonia's. On Twitter the next morning, someone posted a screenshot with the caption, "Did you see the eyes?" They spoke louder than words. Comments flooded. Some said Maurice looked smitten, others swore Sonia's response was shock, but also something like relief or joy. One fan wrote, "She knew him already." Another tweeted, "This is not just admiration, this is deeper." Someone else said, "He's mesmerized and she's trying not to show it." And then, wild speculation, "They have history, they're hiding something, this is the beginning of something real." The atmosphere was electric at the event. On the red carpet, Maurice Sam had just made a grand entrance, stylish suit, confidence radiating. Sonia Uche, dazzling in her designer gown, greeting colleagues, posing for the cameras. Their paths crossed when Sonia was about to pose, Maurice paused, turned, and their eyes met. Some eyewitnesses say Maurice's smile was subtle, almost hesitant, while Sonia's lips parted, caught off guard. There was something familiar in her expression, something like she recognized him beyond just another face in the spotlight. Immediately after, fans were posting side-by-side comparisons of past photos, Maurice and Sonia in same events, same circles, same close mutual friends. One person posted, "Are we seeing déjà vu? This isn't their first time crossing paths." Another commenter boldly insisted, "I'm calling it, they've met privately before. Maybe long ago." A fan thread debated whether Sonia's dress color, deep emerald, was chosen specifically to catch his eye, as if she wanted him to notice. Someone observed that Maurice adjusted his cufflinks while glancing back, almost as if composing himself, gathering courage to say something. Another insisted Sonia subtly touched her hair after noticing Maurice's stare, a subconscious act betraying her calm facade. Every micro-expression was being watched, dissected, analyzed like a puzzle of two hearts. Social media exploded. One fan reaction read, "This is chemistry. You don't stage chemistry." Another nearly poetic comment said, "When souls recognize each other it shows in their eyes first." A meme surfaced, "Maurice sees Sonia. Sonia sees Maurice. We all see fireworks." On TikTok someone edited their video slow-mo, zooming in on Sonia's eyes when she first saw Maurice, with a caption, "When your heart skips." On Instagram lives, supporters of each camp, Maurice stans, Sonia fans, argued fiercely, was this friendship, admiration, attraction, destiny? Someone asked whether this was going to be the next great love story in our industry. Another user wrote, "If this is just professional admiration, then their acting skills deserve awards." Then came denials. Within hours of the story spreading, insiders whispered that it was nothing more than polite recognition, two people in the same industry acknowledging each other. Yet the way they moved after that glance, the way they kept drifting nearer in every group photo, kept stealing glances even when conversation shifted, it was hard to believe it was all innocent. There were those who said Sonia's smile after the look held a softness that suggested more than friendship. Others rebutted that Maurice looked distracted for the rest of the evening, as though that moment unsettled him in the best possible way. Fan theories grew wilder. Some claimed there was a shared project in the works, maybe a movie, maybe a campaign, and that this moment was foreshadowing what was to come. Others whispered there might be a personal past they had kept hidden. A few brave souls declared their belief that what was going on was mutual attraction, but both were too guarded, too refined, too aware of public scrutiny to make the first move. Maurice Sam has always stood out, confident, ambitious, magnetic. Sonia Uche luminous, elegant, warm, but reserved. Their images have carried weight, their stories followed. And when two stars like that share a moment, the world takes notice. Because people want more than gossip, people want possibility. They want romance, tension, that electric spark. Someone claimed to have overheard a conversation backstage. According to this report, one of Maurice's friends nudged him and said, "She saw you." Maybe an exaggeration. But fans lapped it up. Photo uploads magnified every gesture. In group pictures, Maurice's eyes were always drifting toward Sonia. In her stories, Sonia posted snapshots of the same event, and in one video, someone paused and claimed to see him in her camera lens again, looking. The timing, the angles, the poses, they all contributed to the idea of an unspoken negotiation between two hearts. Of course, not everyone was convinced. A few argued it was all wishful thinking. That Maurice, being Maurice, glances at many people. That Sonia, being polite and professional, responds with grace. But the believers were louder. They flooded comment sections saying this was the moment. That moment when everything changed. That glance that started it all. Then came the reactions from celebrity friend circles. A friend of Sonia's reportedly posted, then deleted, a cryptic poem about eyes and uncharted paths. Another associate of Maurice commented in a vlog that sometimes people meet and know, immediately in silence, without words. Fans interpreted that as confirmation. Social media detectives dug up earlier images where the two were at the same events, but always spaced apart, never photographed together closely. Now, after that glance, new photos emerged showing subtle closeness, leaning in for a group photo, sharing laughs, exchanging phone numbers perhaps. Talk shows picked up on it. Morning shows invited gossip columnists to dissect whether this was just optics or something deeper. Was this a PR strategy? A genuine spark? A mutual respect blossoming into love or an alliance? Some analysts argued this was image management, stars appearing to have chemistry to boost relevance. Others insisted nothing staged could generate this kind of fan frenzy. If it were planned, why the hesitancy, the stolen glances, the blushes? If it were performance, why did Sonia's eyes betray her surprise? Then came the post where fans compared past interviews, searching for clues. In an old interview, Sonia referred to a Maurice who inspired her, never naming, but fans swore she had been referring to Maurice Sam. In another, Maurice spoke of someone he saw across a crowded room, someone whose presence rendered him speechless. Coincidence? Many say no. Everything aligned too neatly. The glance that day made fans revisit every prior moment for signs of secret connection. A subtle nod, a shared laughter, a half smile, they lived through every second hoping there had been moments no one recorded. Because if this glance meant something, maybe everything before it was building up to that. What has truly captivated fans is the silence between Maurice and Sonia since then. No declarations, no public admission. Instead, more glimpses. More accidental like contact at events. More posts where they appear near each other. More cautious smiles. Maybe even tension. Their proximity in photos fuels more imagination. Did they share whispered words off camera? Did they exchange phone numbers? Did they linger longer in the same space than necessary? Fans believe yes. One reaction read, "This is what people mean when they say eyes don't lie." Another user said, "I've never been more invested in someone else's love story." Someone else confessed, "I stayed up last night staring at that post video trying to find a flicker, a heartbeat, something." There are those saying they hope Maurice will speak out. others urging Sonia to drop a hint. One fan wrote a poem, her gaze caught his before the world could blink. His heart paused in her eyes, hers trembled in the recognition. Another commented, "We need the behind-the-scenes film on this." But with every hopeful speculation comes the question, is it all fair? Both Maurice and Sonia are public figures. Everything they do is observed. Every glance scrutinized, every smile overinterpreted. Some say fans are building fantasies. Others say fans are giving them a story they deserve, a spark to believe in. Maybe the truth lies somewhere in the breadth between two people living in the glare of spotlights. Meanwhile, media outlets chasing exclusives. Tabloids printing juicy headlines, Maurice's I Speak, Sonia's secret admiration, the moment that changed everything. Gossip blogs claiming insiders confirming an intimate past, perhaps childhood friends, maybe college classmates. Some even speculate that this is the beginning of a romantic project, a film pairing, an upcoming collaboration built on this chemistry. Could it be more than romance? Could it be art imitating life? What if this glance ignites a partnership, or a love story scripted by fate? There are those who caution against reading too much into a look. That sometimes two people look at each other and all that happens is recognition, not romance. That Maurice and Sonia might simply share warmth, mutual respect, unspoken connection without further consequence. Yet fans don't want simple. They want more. They want stories. They want legends. At the center of all this is uncertainty. This is what makes it addictive. No statement. No interview confirming or denying. Just silence and glances and moments that tease. Every new appearance together is now fuel. Every smile exchanged in public becomes evidence. Every post, every picture becomes significant. And fans are watching, rewinding, zooming, overlaying what they see with what they believe. The excitement is real. The hope is intoxicating. Because for many, this isn't just gossip, it's possibility. It's two stars, both powerful, both admired, meeting somewhere between admiration and attraction. It's the possibility of love born in public view but deep in silence. It's connection without words. It's hope that the next glance, the next event, the next moment, might break the silence. Might change everything. So here we are, still waiting. Still watching. Still hoping. Will Maurice finally act? Will Sonia respond? Will this be a whirlwind romance or a silent tragedy written in glances? Until one of them speaks, we have this, the glance that started it all. And we have each other, fans united by the possibility, bonded by those sacred seconds when two people saw something in each other that they couldn't quite name yet. If you believe in this story, if your heart skipped that day when that look was shared, leave a comment. Tell me what you saw in their eyes. Do you believe in what this connection could become? Do you think it's real? Do you think they will ever confess? Stay glued to GSTEF TV because I will bring you every update, from the rumors, the sightings,